Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny here with a free college basketball pick for you for Wednesday, March 6th. We're going to talk a little Fresno State, New Mexico, and do that, bring in one of our leading handicappers in college basketball, Mike from ASA Sports. We had Lee on here giving us last week some NBA stuff. Now we get Mike with some college basketball, so you're welcome, folks, if you're watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Mike, Fresno State and the Bulldogs traveling to New Mexico, taking on the Lobos. They're minus 17.5, totals at 152. Where are you going with this one? What are you thinking?
Well, first of all, the line opened a little bit higher than we wanted. We were hoping 16-ish, and it's 17.5. We're going to stick with New Mexico in this game. I like the Lobos' motivation situation. They're off back-to-back losses. Their most recent home game was a bad loss to Air Force, who's a bad Mountain West team, and it's their home finale. I like those things. Secondly, NCAA tournament. They're a bubble team right now. Some have them in barely, some have them out barely. They need to win. They need to win big. So that's a motivator for them as well. Thirdly, as far as motivation goes for them, Mountain West tournament. Right now, if it ended today, they'd be the number 6 seed. No bye in the first round. They'd have to play in the first round. You got to get in the top 5 to get a bye in the Mountain West. So they're fighting for a bye in the Mountain West. On top of it, a lot of motivational edges for New Mexico as a great home team to begin with. Fresno State, not so much. They have a losing record, 11-18, 4-12 in the conference. And as far as motivation goes, they're on the road, but they're locked into the number 9 seed. No matter what happens in the next 2 games, they're playing Wyoming in the first round of the Mountain West. So I think that's key here too. Fresno, a ton of injuries. They're down to 6 rotation players, and that's it. They lost 3 key players about 2-3 weeks ago, 2 big men and a guard. And those guys are not back yet. Those 3 players combined to average 25 points per game, 15 rebounds per game. And the big guys inside each average about a block and a half a game. So that's 3 blocks out of the lineup as well. And since those players have gone out, they haven't won a game. They're 0-5 straight up. I like New Mexico's offense in general, but at home, 84 points per game, really good, really tough to stop. And they're playing a Fresno defense that ranks 328th. in defensive field goal percentage. So not a great defense. New Mexico has already beaten a number of the high-level Mountain West teams bad at home. They beat San Diego State, Utah State, Nevada all by double digits. Fresno State's going to have to try and keep up here offensively, and I don't think they can, Lenny. They average 64 points per game on the road. And since their players went out 5 games ago, in their last 5 games, they've averaged 60 points per game. And you're going to try to keep up with a team that's averaging mid-80s at home. I think it's going to be tough. Lastly, I think we're going to get some extra offensive possessions for New Mexico in this game. They're a very good pressure defense playing against a Fresno team that's light on the rotation right now, so they're going to wear them down a little bit. New Mexico's in the top 40 in turnover rate defensively, and Fresno State's right around 300th in offensive turnover rate, so they turn the ball over quite a bit. And if we look at rebounding, same situation. We should get some extra possessions there. We've got a New Mexico team that's in the top 100 in both offensive and defensive rebounding, and Fresno's outside the top 200 in each of those categories. And much of this, a lot of those stats came with their big guys in the lineup, and they're out of the lineup right now. I think this is going to be a 20-plus point win. So we're going to take New Mexico minus the points in this game.
I like that. I'll tell you what, this Mountain West Conference by itself is, if you watch the Mountain West Conference. I love that conference. And I'll tell you what, there's a battle at the top, but that's a whole nother video.
Yeah.
We're going to take New Mexico, take care of business against Fresno State by 20-plus here. Don't forget, you're looking for more from ASA Sports. Head over to picksandparlays.net. Use this promo code right here. That'll save you 20% off at checkout. They will make you money. I will save you money. That's how this works. We're taking New Mexico minus the 17.5 on Wednesday when they take on Fresno State. I'm Detroit Lenny, Picks and Parlays. Mike, we appreciate you stopping by ASA Sports. Appreciate you. Good luck. Unless you're against us, folks. Take care.